Hello, what's up, and what's happening? Welcome back to the Green Bay Packers franchise. ESPN NFL 2K5. We got to recap week number 3 before we take on the 3-0 New York Football Giants. So in week number 3, we took on the Indianapolis Colts, but first things first, we got to recap everybody else. And it was the Cowboys beating up on the Redskins. Musa Muhammad had a good day for those Dallas Cowboys. The Broncos, 28-21 over the Chargers. The LT did all he can, but it wasn't good enough. The Steelers get their first win, while the Miami Dolphins are sitting at 0-3. To our game, we traveled to Indianapolis, and the Colts put in some major work. This kick return was right after Ahman Green got into the end zone. Ahman Green would score 3 times. We made a good comeback attempt, but ultimately we would lose by 14 on a last-minute touchdown, last-ditch effort by Edgerrin James to put up some more points and try to embarrass us. The Raiders lose to the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl rematch. The Lions beat up on the Eagles. The Lions are 2-1. The Eagles are 1-2. Those Minnesota Vikings beat the Chicago Bears 38-14. Now let's head to St. Louis. This one time I guess was a robbery. At some point, one of the robberies nobody cared about, but the Rams and the Saints used to be in the NFC West together, and Marshall Faulk is still doing Marshall Faulk type things. 20 carries, $139 plus the touchdown. Torrey Holt 6 receptions for 69 yards plus a touchdown there. The Titans, they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags are 1-2. The Chiefs would beat the Houston Texans. The Chiefs are 2-1 and the Texans are 1-2. Then the Ravens fall to the Bengals. Both teams are 2-1. Chris Perry out of the backfield caught a touchdown pass that went for 69 yards. This right here is another long touchdown pass. Hasselbeck going to find Mr. Carl Williams right up the seam. That Niners secondary leaves much to be desired. That offense of the Niners also leaves much to be desired. It's going to be the Seahawks 21, 49-7. Tim Rattay 1 touchdown, but the Niners are sitting at 0-3. The Falcons are 3-0. The Cardinals are 0-3 after the Falcons beat them in the Battle of the Birds 21-10. And now for the last game, we're looking at the 3-0 Giants as they win versus those Browns 23-7. Lewis, Brock, Barber, and Bennett are boomers. Prime time players. So we are going to be hosting those 3-0 New York Football Giants, and we're going to try our very best to get a win. If we lose, we're going to be sitting at 1-3. So it's very important that we win this game. So far, both of our losses have come on the road. So we are home. Hopefully that means a Packers victory here at historic Lambeau Field. Now, the Iron Man, Brett Favre, is going to be out for at least the first quarter or two of this ball game. So it's going to be Tim Couch trying to get the ball to Donald Driver. We still are without Javon Walker. So Ferguson has stepped up nicely. Chapman and Ford, they might have to get some targets because the secondary of the Giants is pretty good. They got Will Allen, 9 career interceptions. It is Kurt Warner as the starter. Eli Manning, rookie out of Ole Miss, he is going to be the backup, at least for the foreseeable future here in New York. Ron Dane brought down by Carroll. Carroll is outweighed in that department by about 60 pounds, if not more. That pass going to be caught by Ike Hilliard, and the Giants looking good. Kick return up past the 25. This pass takes him to about the 40-yard line. Kurt Warner going to fake it to Barber. Who is that? It's Tiki. That pass, though, is going to be dropped, but they rule it a caught pass and a fumble. And I'm like, I might not be a 2K5 expert, but I've seen this before. It looked quite questionable. We're going to throw that red handkerchief, and we are going to challenge the ruling on the field. And I do not think that Ike made a football move. And neither did another 88 for the Cowboys. Second down and 10. Looking downfield is Warner. That pass going to be caught. Amani Toomer gets this one in to Green Bay territory, brought down by the ex-Giant Jason Sehorn, but this holding on the play. So back it up. Second down and 20 out of the gun now. Kurt Warner dropping back. Gonna throw it to the right side. Caught by Jeremy Shockey, brought down by Barnett. And here goes the official injury report. Sharper, Favre, Walker, Carter, and Ponder. So the receiving core is a little bit thin for the Giants. Kind of thin in a major way for us because Javon Walker is our second overall receiver as far as overall rankings are concerned. And that pass is caught for a first down, even though the first down marker is way up there. Don't know what's happening there, but that's just what's happening there. Looking downfield, that pass broken up and almost picked by Seahorn. Oh, that would have been poetic justice. Second down and 10. They're going to run the ball with Tiki. Gets a block and turns the corner. And Tiki's going to pick up a gain of around 9. So third down and 1. They're going to go with Tiki Barber again, who gets hit by Seahorn, forces the fumble, and we recover it with Diggs. Now, Seahorn, former cornerback, whenever you force a turnover, feels good, but you got to want that pick. He forced a fumble, which is excellent, but you want that pick. But he is a safety now, so maybe his mentality is changing, because that's a heck of a tackle right there. Ball pops out, and we recover. So number 2 in the program, number 1 in the heart for today is going to be Tim Couch out of Kentucky, the one-time first overall pick of the 1999 draft, I want to say. That pass going to be caught by Bubba Franks. It was when the Cleveland Browns came back from their hiatus and became the Cleveland Browns for the second time. There goes Green, north and south, going to pick up 5 yards. I formation now, Davenport, he's going to be the deep back. He's going to run this one in between the tackles, and he's going to pick up a decent gain. So third down and 2 now. Tim Couch dropping back, throws it over the middle to Bubba Franks. And Bubba Franks was the starter at Miami when Jeremy Shockey was recruited, and he was his backup. And then, of course, Cullen Winslow was his backup, and a little later on you had but Greg Olsen, and there goes Michael Strahan with sacks. There's a whole lot of good football being played at the University of Miami during this era. Anyway, second down and 17. They're going to run the ball with Green, and Green gets met in the lane and brought down fairly quickly. So third down and 14. Can he protect Tim Couch? Dropping way back. Throws it deep downfield. Caught by Ferguson, and Tim Couch looking nice. We see why he was the first pick in the draft. You know what I'm saying? The same draft that had Donovan McNabb and all those other guys. Nah, this is the guy. This right here is the man. Tim Couch, the man, the myth, the legend. Michael Strahan, another sack on this drive. Going to run the ball with Green. Green going to run through an arm tackle. Takes 2 Giants to bring him down. And now it's third down and 8. Tim Couch surveys the field. He's going to get rocked by Williams. So 3 sacks for the G-men, but it looks like they will surrender 3. The kick by Longwell is up, and it's going to be just a bit outside. So we walk away with nothing on a very, very long drive for our first drive of the contest. Jeremy Shockey makes the catch right there, and that was Longwell's first missed kick of the season. There goes Tiki Barber up the gut, met by a wall of Green Bay Packers, and now the G-men are looking at third down and 1. Tiki comes in averaging 5.2 yards a carry. That pass thrown up, intended for Shockey, but picked off by McKenzie. Another pick for this Green Bay secondary. And every single game this season, we've had multiple interceptions, and so far today we have forced multiple turnovers, and it's only been 2 drives. It's ridiculous out here in these 2K streets. We're going to run the ball with Green, and Green is going to pick up a gain of 3 right there, and that's going to take us to the second quarter of play, all knotted up at 0. Second down, 7 yards to go out of the gun. Tim Couch going to look to let this thing fly. Has a wide open man. It's caught by Donald Driver. Turns on the Jets. Gets up out of bounds with a fresh set of 10 in his back pocket. We're going to run the ball right here. Going up the gut is Green. And Green picks up 6 yards. And now it's third down and 4. Split back look. Rolling left is Couch. Throwing it over the middle is Couch. It is going to be incomplete. And now we got to settle for 3. We try to get the ball to Chapman. Did not work there. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with Javon Walker being on the sideline, if we get him back, this offense could be even better. And I need all the help. Whenever I take a hiatus from playing 2K5, there's always a learning curve, obviously. And having a good team is going to help, but I still have some learning issues. But that is no learning issue for me. Rushing the passer in this game has never been an issue. That's another sack for Jackson. 32.5 so far in his career. 6 forced fumbles as well. Back-to-back sacks. Nick Barnett is like, let me get mine, let me get mine. So third down and 14. Kurt Warner dropping back. Sets his feet, throws it, caught by Tiki. and Tiki Barber's first forced out of bounds just shy of the first down marker. So Brett Favre, his first sighting as the second quarter is still underway. He gets in the ball game to hand the ball off to Ahman Green. He goes backwards 1. Second down and 11. Now Favre dropping back, steps up. He's going to tuck it and run it, and Favre is going to slide down with a gain of 8 on second and 11, setting up third down and 3. So split back look for the Green Bay Packers. Third down and 3. Favre rolling right now. He decides to keep it again. He had food poisoning, but I guess it's out of his system. I don't know how it got out of his system. I'm not a doctor, I really don't care. But it's out and he's looking good, and he's loose again. Crosses midfield, up to the 40, and steps out of bounds at around the 37-yard line. Favre put on a show with those feet. Looking downfield, gonna find Ahman Green, but the hit knocks the ball up out of there. So now we just hand it off to Green, and Green, with a full head of steam, runs Stoudemire over. And that right there is what sold me on 2K3 back in the day. Playing with the Seahawks and Sean Alexander. No, I'm a Niner fan, but the Seahawks-Niners rivalry wasn't what it is now, like back then. So I was running with him in practice mode. I was like, this is awesome. This is better than Madden. And yeah, the rest is kind of history. Ever since then, I got both for like 04 and 05, but that year, I got 2K3 and didn't get Madden. But then a friend left Madden at my house, and I ended up playing Madden more anyways. It's weird. I don't know. Third down and 1. Let's get back to our game. Davenport's the deep back. He's going to get the carry, and he's going to pick up a first down brought down by Stoudemire. Move those chains. So first down and 10 with around 2:25 on the clock. Give it to Green. Green has a lane. Green has speed, and Green has another touchdown. It might be hard for me to get him to that 1,800-yard mark like he did last season, but those touchdowns, they could very easily pile up this season. So 10-0, we're on top of the G-Men, who come in at 3-0. That pass caught by Ikillier. And Kurt Warner, when he can throw passes like that, this Giants offense is going to be tough to stop, although they haven't scored so far today. That pass into a Packers crowd, just a gang of cheeseheads on the field, and it's going to result in an incompletion. Second down and 10, 4-man rush. That pass into another crowd of Packers, and it's just not going to work out. So third down and 10 now, single back look. Kurt Warner dropping back, throws it over the middle, and that pass will be incomplete. So minute 41 on the clock. Can we score before that half is up? Brett Favre, play fake. Brett Favre rolls right, throws it before the pressure gets there, and going to throw a strike to Donald Driver. Move those chains, Big Donald. 12 receptions, 217. I never think that the touchdowns for receiving is right. I want to say he caught at least one. That pass going to be in and out of the hands of Ferguson. And now we're going to be looking at second down and 10. Single back look. We got a tight end to the left side. Favre dropping back. Throws it to Chapman, who makes the catch, his second catch of the season. Our top pass catches obviously are Ferguson and Driver, both with 12. You see, now he has a touchdown in that stat. You see what I'm saying. I'm not dissing the game. I'm just saying I'm pointing stuff out. There goes Favre, loose again. And Favre, he's like, I'm abusing this ESPN 2K5 legend difficulty. No love for the legend difficulty. Not today. We're trying to win games. We cannot miss the playoffs. Not with this roster of talent. Play fake. Looking deep downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Tight coverage by Allen, and not the best pass by Brett Favre. Looking downfield, a rifle shot caught by Driver, catching the football to protect himself, and we call a timeout. We have 2 left. 25 seconds on the clock. Favre looking, Favre throwing it. Caught by Driver again. Brought down at the 2. We burn our second timeout. 1 timeout left. Second down and 2. Fall to the end zone. Donald Driver, touchdown reception number 2 of the year, and put it on a Lambeau Leap. Go, Pack, go. 17-0 is the score, and even as a Niner fan, I thought that chant after every first down was actually kind of cool. It got annoying when you were trying to beat the Packers and they kept like, go, Pack, go. But hey, here is absolutely awesome. 125 on the ground, 125 through the air for the Green Bay Packers. Absolutely balling out there. Stoudemire has the most tackles for the Giants. That's usually not a good look when your free safety, has the most tackles in the ball game. Favre has passed for 67 yards. That's about 9 more than Tim Couch, and he's ran for about 50-something yards. Good all around. So Tim Couch will lead us down the field after that forced fumble by Sehorn, and we would get right around the end zone, but we would miss the field goal. And the Giants would get the ball back just to throw the ball to us. McKenzie would jump over Jeremy Shockey, get the interception, and that would set up this field goal that we did not miss. So far, our kicking skills have been on point. This game, though, were one, we made one, we missed one, but throughout the season before now, we've been perfect. So we would get the ball back again, and then who is loose is Amon Green. Put up 1,800 yards last year. Again, might not get there, but the touchdown should be quite impressive. And then Warner threw it, and it was caught, but this driver turned out to do diddly-poo. They would do diddly-poo offensively. And then Favre, with under 2 minutes on the clock, he would tuck it and run it. Picks up a first down. Gets out of bounds inside the 30, and that will lead to a touchdown pass to Donald Driver. So who is Boomer's halftime hero? It's none other than the man that got food poisoning. Brett Favre, 6 of 10 for 67 yards plus a touchy in that first half. So I ain't gonna lie, Tim Couch played pretty well for us that first half. 58 passing yards for him. And, of course, Brett Favre, when he's healthy and he's ready to go, he's going to be playing some good football. And that's exactly what he's doing. And now Amon Green is loose. He's like, shut your face. We can still get to that 1,800 mark. We just got to beat up on poor defenses like this Giants team. The Giants team, good D-line, decent secondary. That linebacking core leaves much to be desired, though, at this stage of the, regime of Tom Coughlin. The linebacking core was not that great. Stepping up, that pass going to be caught by Driver, and we're just cooking with grease. Grandpa's recipe. First down and 10 now inside Giants territory. We step up, we throw it deep, and look at Favre. I was about to say, look at myself, but I don't want to take credit for what's happening, but this is some good football right here. Davenport, he's going to pick up a gain of around 5. So third down and 5 now. Amon Green back in the ball game. Favre is rolling left, looking left, and it's going to be caught by Ferguson, but 2 yards shy of the first down, but we are in field goal range. Can we knock this one home? The kick is up, and the kick is good. But ultimately, that right there is a win for the Giants. They were down by 17 points. Being down by 20 really doesn't change too much. They still got to score 3 times. Now it just has to be touchdowns. That pass going to be broken up. Nearly intercepted again. That would have been Anderson's second of the season, who he's playing for the injured Sharper. That pass falls incomplete as well. So Kurt Warner not looking too good. I say, Eli, get your butt in the ball game. We believe in you, Eli. Taking a shot deep. That pass picked off. Anderson with the INT. Kurt Warner can't believe his eyes, and it is ugly here for those New York Giants. From the 46-yard line, gonna get that thing to Green. Green gets brought down by Green, and now it's gonna be second down and 11. Looking downfield is Favre, dropping back and dropping right into a sack. Joseph gets in there for the takedown, and now it's third down and 20. Can we pick this up? We can go with a little play fake. Maybe they might bite on it. They don't. We're going to look, throw it, and it falls incomplete, and we end up going 3 and out. So the Giants still have some life, but they got to do something right here, right now. That pass is caught, and that's a beautiful ball hauled in by Amani Toomer. So they find themselves inside Packer territory. They get the ball to Tiki Barber. They probably should try to give him the ball a little bit more. I know he fumbled, but high and tight. Tiki high and tight. That pass falls incomplete. Third down and 9 now for those G-men. Can they convert here and keep their drive alive? Kurt Warner steps up, runs, and you're going to slide 5 yards shy of the first down. That's a sucker move. That's a sucker move, Kurt Warner. So they're going to put this one away. Nobody is yelling Peter. And the ball trickles into the end zone, and the G-men recover it for a touchdown. Like, what is going on? Vince Lombardi, what the hell's going on out there? What is happening? What is happening? I don't know what's happening. All I do know is that we just gave up a first touchdown, and it came on the special teams. But the way our defense is playing, we should be okay. And we have one of the best running backs in the game. We should be able to milk this clock. Now Favre dropping back, and find Bubba Franks. Bubba Franks, another grab and another first down for the Packers. We're going to run this ball, and Green's going to get brought down by Williams. Minus 1 yard there. 14 seconds on the clock here in the third. Play fake. Looking deep downfield is bobbled and dropped by Driver. And now we got to get the ball back to the Giants. 2 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Kurt Warner fires it. It's going to be caught, but there's a flag down. And the ruling on the field is holding. There's going to be holding on the Giants to end the third quarter of play. So we have a 13-point lead. Can our defense protect it? That pass goes deep downfield. Seahorn gets up over there to bat that thing away. No bueno for you, Kurt Warner. Looking downfield, Kurt Warner sets his feet, throws it, and it's caught. Shockey makes another grab. He was heavily utilized in that first quarter. Makes another catch here. They give it to Barber up the gut. Hannibal is there for the takedown. And now it's going to be second down, 7 yards to go. Warner throws it. Barnett can't catch it. You got to catch that one, big homie. Third down and 7. Looking downfield is Warner. That pass is tipped and it's going to fall incomplete. So we take over the chance to increase our lead or take some time off the clock, or maybe both. We run the ball, we pick up 4 yards there. Second down, 6 yards to go. We're going to run the ball. Green trying to get loose, and we can't get away from Thomas. So third down and 7. Favre dropping back. Favre throws it, and it's caught by Ferguson, and that's going to move the chains and take some more time off of the clock. Second down and 8. We get the ball to Green. Green has running room, and Green's going to run over Stoudemire and get brought down just shy of that yellow line. Third and inches. Davenport's the deep back, 22 personnel. We're going to follow Henderson, and we will pick up a first down, move those chains. Favre gives it to Green. Green trying to get upfield, going to get upfield for a gain of 3. Clock continues to move. We give it to Davenport. He's able to run through contact, and now it's going to be third down and 4. Can we convert? Split back look. Favre steps up, throws it. It's caught by Bubba Franks again. You have to trust your security blanket. And Bubba Franks might be the best one we have. We're going to run the ball with Green again. Brought down by Green. And now it's going to be third down and 7 as we run the ball here with under 2 minutes to go. And the Giants do get a stop. So we're going to punt this one away. And we're going to do a good job of pinning them inside the 10. The ball will actually bounce at the 9 and go out of bounds at around the 5. So a very good punt there, and the Giants are going to have to prepare to go on a 94-yard journey. Looking downfield is Warner, going to find Hilliard. Good pass there, and the clock will be stopped by the Giants' last timeout. So that pass going to be caught, and yeah, they got to hurry back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 7. Warner throwing it over the middle, caught. McKenzie with the tackle, but Hilliard with another reception. First down and 10. They hurry back to the line of scrimmage. Quick pass caught, and that's going to be Toomer who brings it in. But a little 3-yard out route isn't going to get the job done. Warner, left side, chucking it, caught by Dixon, and that's going to be a first down. Under a minute to go inside Green Bay territory. That pass is broken up by McKenzie. We got to start to be more opportunistic on these pass patterns. We know that they're coming. That pass going to be picked off by Carroll, and that should do it. There is a flag down, and lo and behold, we lined up offsides.
Neutral zone infraction, number 70.
So that play is not going to stand. Give the G-men 5 yards. It's going to be third down and 5. They're going to fake the run to Tiki. They throw it to the left side, caught, and that's the first down, but there's another flag down, and it's going to be holding.
Holding, number 69.
So back it up like a U-Haul truck, and now it's third down and 15. Warner dropping back. The pressure finally gets to him, and that's going to be a sack by Williams. So a big sack there, and now it's fourth and long, and they throw a little out route that's not going to be caught. And ladies and gentlemen, the Giants have suffered their first loss of the season, and we are still unbeaten at home. 2-2. 2 wins at home, 2 L's on the road. So total offense, not that much impressive in the second half, if I'm not lying. We had 125 on the rushing and passing attack. We finished with 194, 177 on the ground. But we kept that Giants rushing attack below 20. With Tiki Barber, who was just Boomer's primetime player of the week, that's tough to do. That's tough to do. First drive, we got a boost by Amon Green. That drive, I believe, would end with a field goal. So we'll be up 20-0. But then the G-men would try to get something going, but we would pick it off with Mr. Anderson. but we would do nothing on the drive. The G-men would get the ball back, and then that pass would be caught by well-dressed Amani Toomer, but again, their offense did absolutely nothing. After that pick by Anderson, I should say, that's when we gave up the Peter, fumble, and that's not what we are trying to do in a close ball game. So the Giants will continue to struggle on offense. We need to put some drives together, and on third down, we find Ferguson. That will help us to take some more time off of the clock. Then we had a good punt that pinned them inside the 10. They took over at their own 6, but they were unable to complete the comeback because their offense couldn't score all game long. The player of the game, Brett Favre. He was hospitalized. He had laxatives and IVs in the system. And yeah, they got him back to health, and he was ready for the football game to start the second quarter, basically. 12 of 19 for a $136 plus a touchdown for Brett Favre. That's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. And until me again, my friends, peace, love. Hot sauce.